everybody, this is Elizabeth and welcome to today's episode of the Dog Training Advent Calendar. Today we're going to be working on teaching our dogs to wear cute Christmas sweaters. So if you have a sweater that your dog has worn before or hasn't worn before, either way, go ahead and bring that with you. If you don't have a sweater, you could use a blanket or a towel or something to kind of mimic a sweater. All right, so you'll need a sweater, you'll need a clicker and treats as always. And let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start today by teaching Kaya to wear her new Christmas sweater. Right? This is super cute and it's going to be adorable, but nobody likes a dog in a Christmas picture who looks miserable, right? And right now, she does wear sweaters. She gets cold in the winter, but she doesn't love them. She doesn't really look happy wearing them. She looks warm, but she doesn't look happy. So we're going to work on teaching her to be happy wearing this one. Right? This is a fun sweater. It's Christmas. It's good times. So first I'm starting with, this sweater is a pretty easy one to put on and off of her. It's got the Velcro down the front so that rather than having to stick her head through, I can just drape it over her back and then just Velcro it in. I know, it's fun, right? It's fun. Yeah. So that's exactly how we're going to start. So I'm going to take a handful of treats. So a handful is maybe 6 or 8 little tiny treats. 6, 7, I'll take 8 treats. So 6 or 8 treats. And now I'm going to make this kind of as small as possible. I'm rolling it up a little bit in my hands, bunching it up. And then I want to have her lay down. I want you to lay down. Good. And I'm just going to drape it over her back and then give her treats. Yeah? Very easy. So I like to go from the side to drape it over her back rather than over the top of their head. Dogs don't usually like it when things go over their head. So it's a lot nicer if it just drapes over her back like that. Yeah? So give her the 6 or 8 treats and then take the sweater off. Alright? No treats. Once you take the sweater off, you can say hi to her. You can tell her how pretty she is. You are. Yes. But no treats. Treats end when the sweater comes off. You got lots of treats when the sweater's on, but they end when they come off. So that way she's learning that, hey, the sweater's a pretty good thing. The sweater means cookies. Right? Like Christmas cookies. Okay. So another good handful, 6 or 8 treats. And again, I want to be very careful that when I drape it over her, that I just drape it over and it's very convenient and comfortable. I don't want to just like throw it on her and then half of it ends on her head and then it's sliding off her back, right? So I'm being very careful, holding it kind of in the middle, bunching it up like this, see in the middle where the tag is, bunching it up. And then I'm just going to have her lay down. Good. And then slide it over her back like that and then just pull it out, okay? Kaya is a dog also who likes to snuggle up underneath blankets, so she doesn't mind having things on top of her. So if your dog does mind having things on top of him, then you might notice that it's not quite as easy for your dog as it is for Kaya. What you might notice is that that's all my treats, I'm going to take it off. If you ask him to lay down after you've done this a couple times, then he doesn't want to lay down because he knows that the sweater's going to come out as soon as he lays down. So fair enough. He doesn't want to lay down, then that means that it's going too far too fast. Okay, so if that's the case, maybe start with something a little bit lighter. So instead of a sweater, it's just a washcloth or a light towel, something like that. Just kind of place it on top of them. Silly girl. And so just something smaller and lighter that you can still drape over, but it's hopefully not going to bother them. Okay, so then when you ask him to lay down, he's going to be willing to lay down. Yeah, and have you lay down, because it means the sweater's going to come and it means you're going to get lots of cookies. Okay, let's do it one more time. One more handful of treats. One more time with the sweater. Straight it right over. Give the treats. And I want you to notice too that the treats come after I drape the sweater. So I put the sweater on and then give her treats. I'm not distracting her from the sweater with the treats. I want her to experience the sweater. The sweater's there. It feels like it feels. Yeah, I don't want you to not notice the sweater. I just want you to get rewarded when you do notice it. Yeah? Okay. Treats are done. Take the sweater off. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Okay. Kaya also appreciates having a comfy bed to work on here. Great, don't you? It makes that down a lot easier. Yeah, okay. So, let's try it again. So, handful of treats. So this time, I'm going to do the same as I did before. I'm going to drape the sweater over her back. But then I'm going to have her stand up. So I'm going to use little treats to lure her to stand up. Can you do it? Just like that. There you go. Oh my goodness, that was hard. That was hard. And the reason for that is because this sweater has armholes. So I'm going to have to put it on her and then somehow get her arms through the holes. And it's going to be really, really hard to do while she's laying down. It's going to be a lot easier if she stands up. So I want to get her used to having the sweater on and standing up. Yeah? Yeah? Okay. So drape it on her. Give her a treat for that. And then set her stand up. Good girl. And then more treats. Sitting is fine too. Still be able to get your foot in there when you're sitting. Good girl. So good. Move the sweater around just a little bit. Just make sure. Again, that I want her to feel it. I want her to experience it's there, know it's there. And get rewarded for it. Good. Alright, treats are gone, sweater's off. Good? Okay. Okay. Alright. So, she seemed comfortable with that. She wasn't backing away. She wasn't trying to move away. When she saw the sweater come out, she's not worried about that. She's not standing up or backing away. If your dog starts to back away when they see you holding the sweater really close to them, then you need to back up and go back a few steps. You just want the cookies, silly. Silly. But she's doing really well, so we're going to go ahead and put her arms through, start putting her arms through. We're just going to put one arm through. So just like we've been doing, we're taking it really slow because I want to make sure that she's enjoying this. I want to make sure that she's comfortable with this. I want to make sure she's comfy and happy and eating her treats because that's how she's going to look happy in my Christmas photos. And that's what's important, right? No, we want her to be happy and comfortable all the time. But again, you know, it does make a bad Christmas picture when your dog looks all mopey and sad because he's being forced into a sweater. So I'm just going to pick up her foot, stick it in. Oops. So you see she backed away. So go ahead and stop right there. The sweater came off, the treats are gone. Try it again. And that problem was that I was a little sloppy trying to get that foot through the armhole. Get your foot through the armhole. Yeah. What you want to try to do is when the sweater's on her, reach your fingers through that hole, reach through and pull her leg through. That's what I'm trying to do. That's the best way to do it. Yeah. Okay, so let's try again. So just slide it on. Or stand up. Just like we practiced. That's the hardest part of this is getting you stand up. Goodness. So my fingers go through the arm, and then I try and pick up her foot and bring her arm through. It's hard to feel. Because one hand is busy. There you go. There you go. So put one arm through, give her lots of treats. There you go. And then slide it off. That's it. Good. Yeah. That's it. Alright, I think we're going to stop right there with her for today. But that's the idea. So next time I would do the same thing, put it on her, take one leg through, and then put the other leg through. If she's ready for that, if she's comfortable with that. Okay? Good. So this little guy is Marty. He's my sister's dog. Marty is a professional at wearing costumes. He has won costume contests. But the one thing that Marty has not learned how to wear is a hat. So we're going to work on teaching him how to wear a hat. This cute little Christmas hat. Yeah. So what we're going to do we're going to take our treats in our hand and ready. You are ready to go. And we're going to start with our chin rest. So the idea is that I'm going to be able to have his chin resting in my hand while I place his hat on. Yeah? But here's where it gets tricky. We need a third hand, don't we? We do. So I'm going to set the treats aside. How about that? I'm going to take the clicker and the hat in the same hand. So I'm going to ask him for a chin rest, but instead of clicking the chin rest, I'm going to place the hat on his head and then click when he feels the hat touch his head. Okay? Ready? Ready? So rest his chin. Good, nice, very good. Okay, so I'm trying to come a little bit over to the side so you can really see it coming straight at him. There you go, good. And I want him to get the click. You like that straight up. Get the click for having the hat touch his head so that he learns, okay, the hat touching my head is the thing that's getting me the treat right now. The hat touching my head. That's it. And what I'm looking for is for him to stop kind of reacting to the hat. So you see right now he's kind of turning his head either because he's not sure what it is, he's worried about it somehow. I don't want him to be worried about the hat. Yes, good. Very good. We're not gonna do any more steps than just this today. Yeah? Okay? Good. But the next thing that you can do is place the hat on his head. Right? Place the hat on his head and then let go of it and click when you let go. Yeah? So you're just leaving it on for a little bit longer and a little bit longer. Okay? Okay? Maybe we'll try that tomorrow. What do you think? Good boy. That's it for today, but thank you so much for joining us today. If you like this video, please be sure and click like and subscribe down at the bottom of the screen. Share, comment, all of those things like you guys have been doing so well, so I really appreciate all of those things. And I will see you again tomorrow for another episode of the Dog Training Advent Calendar.